Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Concise Conversations with Kathy and Jackie. So happy to have you all here with us today. And we are also very excited to have Jornea Armant here as our guest today. We're excited to hear a lot more about Flipgrid and some of their updates. So with that, I'm going to step into the background and kick it over to Kathy.
Thank you so much, Dakota. Oh, Jornea, we are so thrilled to have you with us virtually in Alabama and really looking forward to this conversation with you.
Thank you for inviting me today.
And I know that Jackie Walsh, my friend, is equally as excited to talk to you. Just a reminder that the purpose of Concise Conversations is really to bring information and joy to our members. And I think, Jornea, you were one of our very beginning members. So we're thrilled to have you as part of this. And I know that Jackie wants to ask the first question.
Awesome.
Thank you, Kathy, and Jornea, welcome. And when Kathy said, bring joy to our listeners, viewers, I thought, I know no one better to bring joy than Jornea. She is a joyful human being, and so great to have you in Alabama again, albeit virtually. Jornea, how many years ago was it that we met when you were at Harvest Elementary as a partner? It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been 8 years. That was back in 2012 when I attended my first instructional partners meeting. I met Allison Carpenter and Nelson Brown and so many others. And I tell you, that was one of the best points of my educational journey. So, Instructional Partners Network and the Best Practices Center will always be a part of me and my heart and the work that I do as an educator.
Wow, well, you'll always be a part of our heart as well, Jornea. So I wonder if you would share with us a little bit about your journey from instructional partner to now working actually internationally with educators through Flipgrid.
Yeah, absolutely. I always tell students, when you love what you do, you never really have to work a day in your life. And I've always loved being an educator, but I've also loved helping other educators. And so, as an instructional partner or coach inside of a school, it just brought me joy every day working alongside teachers. And so with that, I started presenting in various capacities at Learning Forward conferences, etc. And then I really developed a love for technology because I saw how technology really allows all learners to be seen, heard, and share their ideas in very unique ways. And so I had the awesome opportunity to work with Alabama Technology in Motion and working right alongside Dr. Tammy Alexander at the Regional In-Service Center at Alabama A&M University, and I had the pleasure of serving 12 different school districts in Northeast Alabama with their instructional technology needs. And during that time, I also presented in other places, became a Google certified trainer and innovator. And during my journeys in presenting in different places, I was in Atlanta, Georgia, presenting at a Redefining Learning conference, and Dr. Charlie Miller, who is the founder of Flipgrid, was the keynote speaker there. At the time, I was a Flipgrid ambassador, but I was just at the conference presenting because one of my colleagues asked me to come out and present at their conference. And Dr. Charlie Miller came to my session. I guess he loved what he saw. He asked me to do a webinar for Flipgrid, and a couple weeks later asked me to join the team. So, I was just out just doing what I love to do, and that's how I came to Flipgrid. And it's just been an incredible journey, and every piece of the journey is equally as important, and the work that I've learned and the work that I've done in Alabama definitely lives in what I do now in Flipgrid.
Wow, well, Jornea, I just have to say, I love your advice, and I concur with it. Do what you love, and everything good will happen. So thank you for that.
So Jornea, just listening to you makes me smile, and I see you really do live that joyful life. And what a great thing to have is to do what you love. So today, I understand that Flipgrid is making new releases, and I'm so glad you're here to tell us about it. So can you tell us what educators and scholars can expect from Flipgrid?
Yes, absolutely. So at Flipgrid, our mission is to empower every learner on the planet to share their voice and to respect the diverse voices of others. And in doing so, educators are the heart of everything that we do. Every update that we make comes from an educator idea based upon what their students need. And so some of the cool updates that we have, just the camera alone, the Flipgrid camera is incredible. But now we have brand new boards. So get this, you'll have backgrounds such as graph paper and line paper and dotted paper. You know, those math teachers will absolutely love that. We even have cork boards, and you can split your screen to be able to still be seen and show your work all at the same time. We've added creative fonts and new filters and frames and even stickers for the students or anyone to use with the camera. In addition to that, we have updated the learner experience. We know that we want our students to have the best experiences once they go to Flipgrid. So now we make it easier for students to view those topics and respond to those prompts. Now they have more space on that screen as well to be able to play that topic focus. They'll also be able to comment in the future. So although we said we have release days, we update things every single day and every week at Flipgrid. So although some releases have already come out, you're going to have more and more options later this fall. So comments on videos for students, as before it was only through video, but now students will be able to use text comments. In addition to that, on the educator side, instead of creating a grid or your learning community, you can just start off by creating a topic if you don't have a learning community yet. And then you can group multiple topics into a group for a learning community. So some terminology changed a little bit, but I think the terminology is going to be so much more inclusive and also translate into multiple different languages, right? When we talk about what are groups and what is just a single topic. Another thing that we are just super excited about is that now accessing the grid is a little easier. So you can add in those emails that you want to have access to your grids so that your grid just maintains its privacy that you wish. And we also have an update to Discovery, and I know we'll talk a little bit more about Discovery later, but we have lots of things just in store for educators to support them 100% fully as they think about creative ways to engage their students in learning.
I do want to talk more about Discovery, Jornea. I'm just coming off the webinar that you co-facilitated with your colleagues from Flipgrid, and I will have to endorse your colleagues and you and say you did just exude that commitment to teachers and educators, and I could tell that's where the commitment is. I was so intrigued by the Discovery Library. I really didn't know about it. And after the webinar, I went immediately to Flipgrid and started exploring, and what a resource. I wonder if you would tell viewers who like I didn't or don't know much about it, the potential of that library for teachers and students.
Yes. So guys, you know, as educators, we are collaborative. You know, we love learning from one another, going inside each other's classrooms, as well as sharing those lesson ideas. So Discovery is really that place for educators to share their best ideas with other educators around the world, as well as find maybe their next topic or discussion prompt to engage their students in learning. So let's check it out. So I'm going to share my screen with you.
You know, I love the partners you have on Discovery too, Jornea, as you're finding it. What a range of resources collected there.
All right, and so I believe, give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. All right, so we're inside of Flipgrid after you log in as an educator. So Discovery, you'll notice, is at the very top tab. And so you'll see here that we have over 24,000 topics that have been approved. Now, granted, educators are submitting these topics every day, and myself, as well as my two other colleagues who are educator innovation leads on Team Flipgrid, review every single one of those topics before it is added to the Discovery Library. So we spend a lot of time here. So what's really nice about the Discovery Library is that this is a new feature now. We have a topic of the day that will launch every day that you can use with your students, as well as a wonder of the day. And what I absolutely love about the wonder of the day is that it comes from our partner, Wonderopolis, who truly believes in thinking about those different possibilities when it comes to wonders. And every single one of their wonders actually started with a student question. So I absolutely love that. And now we get to have a topic every single day that will be highlighted from Wonderopolis. In addition to that, you see we have partners such as the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So although you can't physically maybe go in right now, or maybe you live in Alabama and that's, too far, right, to travel on a field trip, you can actually use their topics with your students. BBC, Genially, Capstone, National Bullying Prevention with the Pacer Center. We have the Newslit Project, Breakout EDUs, the World War II Museums, the Anti-Defamation League, Find Your Grind, Nearpod. I mean, the list is like incredible. We have EPIC, which is great books and resources for students. California State Parks. We have culturally relevant curriculum with Decolonize. We have coding curriculum with code.org and Minecraft. You'll also see, in addition to that we will be adding even more partners this fall. So I'm not going to spoil it all, but you'll notice right here in that partner section that it will continue to grow. We also highlight trending topics and topics made just for the teacher. So if you are a kindergarten teacher and you select that you are a kindergarten teacher in Flipgrid, those topics will populate right for you. And then also we have collections, and with these collections, my team and I have decided to go through all of the topics and just give a sample of what would be some great topics as conversation starters or back to school topics, or if you're ready to have those conversations about race, equity, and justice, or social and emotional learning. All of those are necessary for back to school, and they're readily available for you. We even highlight educators who are continuously adding their topics to the Flipgrid Discovery Library. And so you can click on any of these educators and see the many topics. So here's Priscilla. I mean, Priscilla has added 100 topics to Discovery. And so, once again, this is a true testament that educators are truly the most incredible people on the planet. Not only are they educating so many scholars, but also truly, I guess, being grateful with the work that they're doing and sharing that with others. So in Discovery, if you find a topic, here's a would you rather topic that's great to start off the school year. You'll get some information such as what the topic will look like and the creator of that topic, and any other resources that that educator or partner has created. You'll also see possible integration notes. So these are notes that maybe either the educator or the partner has created so that you can understand how to use this topic with your scholars. In addition to that, you can save these. Let's say I want to use this in the first week of school. I can save it in my first week of school collection. Or if I wanted to just add the topic to my class, I can use it as an individual topic to share out with students, or I can add it to any of my groups, which would be my classes. And one thing about Flipgrid, it is 100% free, and you have access to unlimited topics, unlimited groups, unlimited disco library. I mean, everything is unlimited, all for free. And so this is just a wonderful way for educators to be able to find those topics, their very next topics to engage their students in.
Wow. Jornea, this is just so wonderful. So I know many people may have used Flipgrid before, but there may be some people that have never done it before. So how would you suggest, if you've never used Flipgrid before, how should people begin the discovery of learning all of the amazing things that Flipgrid will do?
I would say, first thing, just sign up for that free account and explore. Flipgrid is fun, simple, and authentic. And it's very intuitive. So, I would say just get in there and just start, but we have resources available for you. We have getting started resources. We do webinars every single week. You can go to help.flipgrid.com, and anything you want to know about Flipgrid, you'll have an article or a video or step-by-step resources that will tell you exactly how to do something in Flipgrid. We're all about supporting educators.
So I see that Jackie was muted, and I cannot believe our 15 minutes is up. And you know what, Jornea, I really would love for you to come back in a couple of weeks after people have had a chance to explore with it, and maybe we can do this is a Flipgrid 101, maybe we can do a Flipgrid 201 or 102 or however we like to call it, because we are just so thrilled. We're so proud of you and all you've done. We're glad to lay a little bit of claim on you, even though you're back in New Orleans. And it's been a real joy for Jackie and me to spend this time with you. We are so grateful to you, and hopefully we can have you back soon.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thank you for being a part of my journey.
We've got a lot of other questions we'd like to pose for you to share with your Alabama friends. Thank you, Jornea.
Thank you, guys.
So Dakota, what's up next? We don't have a guest yet, so
we do not.
So we're working on that. If anyone would like to join us, that would be wonderful. We'll schedule Jornea. We'll give her a couple of weeks and you a couple of weeks to really explore with Flipgrid. But we certainly think that it'd be a wonderful tool for you to use in the classroom. So Jornea, again, thank you so much for being with us, and we will look forward to scheduling you for a future visit. And we thank you for being a part of Concise Conversations.
Definitely.
Thank you.